Call this meeting of the Judiciary and License Committee to order on Tuesday, August 19th at 4:45 p.m. Item 2, do we have any citizens' comments? Citizens' comments going twice, going 3 times. No citizens' comments. Item 3, I'm looking for approval of the August 5th, 2025 minutes.
I'll make that motion.
So moved.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion passes. Item 4, do I read it out even though they're not here? Application for, actually, I'm in the wrong one. Application for temporary Class B license for the Fraternal Order of Eagles, 624 Auxiliary, fall wine tasting at the Astor Living Center, 305 South Chestnut Avenue on September 18th, 2025. Do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Item 5, appeal of the weed control charge for property located at 1214 East 25th Street. At this time, I'd like the property representative for 1214 East 25th Street to go to the podium. On the left side of the podium, there's a little switch for your microphone. I got the base of it.
I think I got it right. Okay.
Yep. Okay. At this time, if you want to explain why you're appealing the weed control charge.
Okay, so it's my grandmother's property, and she's actually not there. She's in rehab right now. She's been there, like, she had an incident back in April, and my grandfather, who is assigned to, he passed away several years ago. So we've been trying to take care of the property in the meantime. But it's just, my husband, he did mow it back around Memorial Weekend, but then I had major surgery at Mayo, so that it kind of set everything back. And then weather was a play. And then in June, we were gone for 3 weeks so that we didn't get the mail when there was a warning about that there could be a fine. And then when we did get it, then we saw there was a fine. But then my husband, he went and mowed 4th of July weekend then and took care of the yard. But there's just a lot of factors in play. And with my grandmother not being there, and then with me having major surgery and everything, and us being gone, it just was kind of difficult to get there at that time to mow the lawn. So we're just wanting, to have that the consideration of having an appeal just because of the factors of what my grandmother's going through.
Have there been any issues since that mowing and the fine? Have you been?
No, we've never had issues. Like even the neighbors in that area, just how that section of the street there, it's kind of like the back. It's like a wooded kind of like grass don't grow. It's kind of like plants, like the backyard, because every neighbor has the same issue. And all the years that with helping out and everything, there's never been a problem. So it's like we're just kind of shocked that all of a sudden we got a warning, like someone said something. But and I noticed like on how they worded it in the letter about like what kind of weeds or grass, but all it was is just dandelion leaves and clover and stuff. Nothing, dangerous, like he was stating in the letter what kind of weeds they were. But and like with talking with the neighbor across the road, he's like, yeah, there was no problem, and usually he'll help out too if he can, and he'll mow around where the mailboxes are and stuff. But yeah, it's like that whole section of neighborhood is just how the grass grows because of this wooded area. So it's like kind of hard to maintain with the backyard. But yeah, we never had like issues before, so.
What was the property or the charge that you were assessed?
I think it was 280 something, or
280-ish?
Yeah, 285, I think, or 284. Can't remember.
Okay. Anyone from the committee have any questions for the property representative?
Just one. Do you anticipate any issues in the future?
No, it's just the timing was just wrong those last couple months. Because like I said, with my surgery and then the weather didn't play, and my husband, usually he can only do it on a weekend with his hours because we have to haul our lawnmower over there. And then usually, yeah, then we stay, because now my dad was able to get my brother, we got an actual another lawnmower to have there so that they'll help maintain that. But yeah, no, it was just this one time, with me having surgery and then being gone, and it was not a good couple months with everything. So and then all of a sudden we got that. So it was like, wasn't anticipating that. So, but yeah, usually we're pretty good at staying top. It was just a bad summer.
Rebecca, do you have any questions? Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
At this time, I'd like to hear from the Streets Department. Tim?
Good evening. So we did get an initial complaint on June 18th from a neighboring resident. We conducted the initial inspection and sent out the letter on the 19th. Then did the follow-up inspection on the 30th, which showed that the issue had not been addressed. So then our staff did the mowing and got the lawn back within the ordinance and sent out the final billing. So they were billed for the administration fee, the first offense, and then our hourly rate to mow the lawn for 2 hours.
Anyone from the committee have any questions?
No.
Okay. I'd be looking for action on this item. As chair, I cannot. Oh, Rebecca, sorry, go ahead.
I definitely understand life happens and circumstances do come up, and I totally understand that. We do, however, have some time invested with our staff. So I would make a motion that we reduce the fine by 50%.
I could second that.
Okay. We have a motion. Any other discussion on the matter? All those in favor of that motion, say aye.
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 All those against, motion passes. Now that we're into the next session with the bartender. Okay. Okay. Reconsideration hearing. The appellate has the option of this hearing in open or closed session. Can Kennedy Taylor Lockhart come forward, please? Kennedy Taylor Lockhart, are you here? I do not see her in the room. Okay. Okay. At this time, I'd like to go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin Statute Chapter 19.851A, deliberating and concerning a case in which the subject of any judicial or quasi-judicial trial or hearing before a government body. I need a motion to go into closed session.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Fran,
Aye.
Spiros,
Yes.
Giles.
Aye.
We are in closed session. Now reconvene in open session. Item 9, actions on the matter discussed in closed session. We have a finding of fact for the hearing of Ms. Kennedy Taylor Lockhart. The applicant has the following convictions that, due to their nature of use of substances in the violation of the law, substantially relate to the licensed activity, sale of alcohol. 25 points for failure to list convictions, 25 points for an alcohol violation in October of 2024. And the applicant received notice of this committee hearing and did not appear.
I will make a motion to adopt the findings of fact as read and to deny a beverage operator licensed to Kennedy Taylor Lockhart with 25 demerit points assessed for failure to list all violations and 25 demerit points assessed for alcohol conviction for a total of 50 demerit points.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Any items for future agendas? Seeing none, motion to adjourn?
I'll make
So moved.
second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Meeting adjourned.